What's up, Saber fans and non-Saber fans? It's your boy Breeze back again with another install. Today we have technically a double whammy. We have a Saberbay Survivor. This is a Gen 2. This was designed by Saberbay and Jimmy Saber Junk. The Gen 2 is all steel, so if you have a Gen 2, you can get it weathered if you'd like, if you want like the heat stained shrouds or anything like that. But this one was actually sent in to me by Victor, and I say it's a double whammy because he actually wanted technically two different installs, because he has the standard Survivor and he also had, well, he was one of the lucky ones to be able to get the Crossguard switch. So the awesome design by Saberbay and Jimmy Saber Junk is that all of the Survivor parts are interchangeable, right? So this switch can actually swap out with the standard switch. There's also the quick connect coupler and an additional pommel for the Crossguard. Victor does not have that, but he still wanted me to install the Crossguard as well as the standard with one removable chassis. Great design, but let's check out the install. Like I said, it is a removable chassis. I use the Jimmy Saber Junk twist and click removable chassis. So with the Crossguard section, here is the top section of the chassis, thin neck PCB with the side Quillian blades here. 6-trace rotary chassis on the inside, so everything in terms of the top half on both sections of the Sabers are non-removable. So Victor, you don't have to mess with these at all. They are solid. They both have been set up with a one button setup. That's the only way we can do it with to be able to swap out the switch sections. So just keep that in mind, Victor. It is one button for your Crossguards and your standard. So here's the chassis. It has been installed with a Proffie 3.9 removable and rechargeable 18650 battery, 28mm speaker, Oled screen, crystal chamber with a real quartz crystal, and also kill switch up here. Let's flip it on. Let's take a look.
I'm more of a poncho guy.
Also created a custom Breezy Saberworks OLED boot screen for Proffie anytime you turn it on.
I'm more of a poncho guy.
And also created some custom Cal Kestis OLEDs, as well as you're going through the sound fonts when you get to the different colors in terms of the Survivor fonts or the Crossguard. You'll be able to see here. I'll show that to you when we put it in. All right, so let's put it in here. Like I said, this chassis is good for both switches, and I'll go over how to swap out the switches for you as well, Victor. But the real cool thing about this, it is a twist and click. So what you want to do is make sure the OLED and the crystal chamber is pointing up to where the activation switch is. It's a big round button, can't miss it. What I generally like to do, I don't even like to flip the switch. I just push it in and have the hilt actually flip it on for me.
I'm more of a poncho guy.
There you go. It'll go on, and then you just twist it a little bit until you feel the click. You can see the OLED screen does different things based on the clash. Hold down to retract, and then let's change the font so you can see what I'm talking about in terms of the Cal Kestis screens.
Cal Kestis, Crossguard blue.
I don't know if you can see that. Let's get closer.
Cal Kestis, cyan. Cal Kestis, Crossguard cyan. Cal Kestis, green.
So you would just hold down the power button to cycle through sound fonts one at a time.
Cal Kestis, Crossguard green. Cal Kestis, indigo.
All right.
Cal Kestis, Crossguard, indigo. Cal Kestis, magenta.
All right, let's put this on here. Fire up. So Victor, definitely go through the one button controls that I sent you. You're real familiar with those.
Cal Kestis, Crossguard magenta. Cal Kestis, orange. Cal Kestis, Crossguard orange. Cal Kestis, purple.
So also I installed Brian Connor's Cal Kestis voice pack in here for you as well, Victor. Let's say you want to change color, you just need to click the button 4 times quick.
Red, orange red.
And you can hear Cal Kestis'
Dark
voice.
orange, orange, gold, yellow, green, aquamarine, cyan, deep sky blue, Dodger blue, blue, ice blue, indigo, purple, deep purple, magenta, deep pink, silver, glacier, ice white, light cyan, moccasin, lemon chiffon, Navajo white, white, red, dark orange, orange.
All right, and now let's swap out the switches because I know that's what you guys really would like to see. You just want to twist, Victor, counterclockwise, pull it out, and it turns off by itself. So Victor, the way you swap out the regular standard switch with the Crossguard switch is fairly simple. You are going to want to unscrew the very top emitter portion. So it comes all the way out. And from the emitter section, you are going to want to reutilize these side greeblies here and the steel holder here, because you have to take this holder out of the standard switch to put it in here so the grip and the pommel section have a place to screw into. You will also use the same retention screws that are under these greeblies. So I did put a double stick tape on these greeblies, so you should be able to remove them pretty simple, and it'll stick on the other side as well. Just got to push them from one side and they should come right up. And also, if you need to, you can always reapply this double stick tape as well. That way it won't damage any of your switch sections or anything like that. You're gonna wanna use the included hex keys here to remove the screws. All right, so you pull it right out. Now Victor, I did mark on this section here, just in pencil. You can see one little line here, and that's where you would line up on both the standard and the Crossguard section. The retention holes here, you would just line them right up to that mark that I did here. That way it's clocked properly, okay? When you put it in, it should go up all the way. Then you just take your retention screws and just secure it. All right, and that should be enough. And then you can put the greeblies back on. And you want to put the emitter back on. So you're just gonna rotate that down. And make sure you don't over tighten the emitter. I mean, you can always adjust the clocking if you need to, but you don't really need to go super, super tight. All right, put that on here.
I'm more of a poncho guy.
Just put the pommel on. And I did, on all the Crossguard fonts, I did do a delayed ignition for the Crossguard. So that's real cool.
Cal Kestis, Crossguard blue.
Take a look and listen. So like I said, these switches are interchangeable. I love that design that Saberbay and Saber Junk did. Very, very cool. All right, let's test this thing out with a blade. Okay, so I have my nifty little 1-inch tester blade on here. So Victor, I did configure, you had mentioned you were gonna use a 40-inch blade for your Crossguard saber or for your saber in general. Nice thing is I did put OS 7 with edit mode on your Proffie board. So if you would like to adjust the pixel number per blade, whatever blade you use, you should be able to. All right, let's take a look at the Crossguard with a blade. And the Crossguards, you can actually move them up or down. Also have twist on, twist off. The ignition and retraction sounds are delayed, just like the video game. And I find it's a lot easier just to use the twist gesture ignitions as opposed to this button. It's kind of small to push, but once you have it in Crossguard, there you go.
Cal Kestis, cyan. Cal Kestis, Crossguard cyan. Cal Kestis, green. Cal Kestis, Crossguard green. Cal Kestis, indigo. Cal Kestis, Crossguard indigo. Cal Kestis, magenta.
So all the sound fonts are here are all Cal Kestis sound fonts that you sent me, Victor. You have they're staggered, so you have the standard, then Crossguard, standard, then Crossguard. And like I said, definitely go through the one button controls that I sent you. Get familiar with them.
Crossguard magenta.
So I'm not gonna go over every single button function, but the main thing I wanted you to know was how to swap out the switch sections from standard to your Crossguard. Your chassis works for both of them and it works great. I will include this hex key as well, which retains the side Quillian blades right here. If you ever wanted to remove them or if you don't want to, you don't have to, but I will include this with the other two that came with the Saber.
Cal Kestis, orange. Cal Kestis, Crossguard orange.
So if you have any questions for me, Victor, feel free to reach out. But that's it, guys. This was a Saberbay Saber Junk Survivor Gen 2 standard and Crossguard install. So cool. So if you guys are looking for a custom neopixel blade, a custom install like this one, a conversion of your Black Series or Master Replica Saber, hit me up, check me out. Breezy Saber works on Facebook, Instagram. Like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. All right, until next time, may the force be with you. Peace.